Glory be to God. It's November 15th, 2023. I wanted to put this video out before you continue to watch the video that you're watching right now. The videos that you're about to witness is past videos that I'm just now releasing to everyone. This was part of my purpose, part of God's will, to expose the enemy, because that's what the Bible tells us to do, to expose the enemy. This is a learning video. The videos that I put out is not to disrespect my wife. It's not to embarrass her, because I love my wife. I'm in love with my wife. I've been through this journey of spiritual warfare for a reason. And I hope everybody looks at these videos with a spiritual eye and a spiritual mind. And if you don't know the Word of God, get into it, read it, have a better understanding, and then come back and look at these videos. My videos, they all will have dates on the videos, so you can watch them in order. It's a reason why you have to watch them in order. You're going to see me grow in these videos. You're going to see how God maneuvered and changed things in my life in these videos. These videos is for everybody out there that may be going through the same thing I'm going through, but don't have no answers. Well, in these videos, I'm going to show you what spiritual warfare looks like. I'm going to show you how to fight and know that the strategies of the enemy, like the Bible tells us, why they do what they do. Trust me, I searched all over YouTube for the last 8 years, and I haven't came across nobody that's really had video evidence of demonic demons controlling people that they love, or somebody explaining through their experience on live of what just took place and why it's happening. I need y'all to go back and watch my testimony series so you can have a better understanding of who I am, and watch these videos in order. I will put the dates on them, and my thumbnails will be color coordinated for the years from the time I started until today, and what changed and how did it change, because it's different type of demons that control, and they all do something different, and I'm gonna break every single one of them down on how they do and what you have to do to fight it based off God's word. I thank y'all. I love y'all. And just know I did this for y'all. I did this for y'all. I love y'all. I don't even know y'all, but I love y'all. I love it. I love each and every one of y'all, because this was bigger than me. It was bigger than me. It was bigger than my wife. It was for y'all. This is what God wanted me to do. Enjoy the video. Glory be to God. It is January 19th, 2025. Okay, so for the last 2 nights, I done asked my child's mom, and I done messaged her through a Talking Parents app. Well, before I even go there, we had went to court December 4th, which we agreed on a visitation rights. Well, we agreed on visitations, right? We set it up a visitation with a mediator at the court. And part of the visitations is I'm supposed to have access to her to call my kids every day at 8:30. This is what we agreed upon. This was December 4th. Also, I'm supposed to get my kids every other weekend because I'm renting out a room. They are 4 and 5 years old. My youngest is autistic, and I pick them up from Saturday at noon, and I return them on Sunday at 3 p.m. So it's just pretty much an overnight. I'm supposed to pay child support, which I do, and this is our agreement with the mediator. It didn't go into effect until, well, my first day to pick them up was on I believe it was the 14th of December. Since that day, I've been picking them up and then I gotta drive all the way to her house and drive all the way back. I done picked them up and dropped them off without missing a beat. I done paid her child support without missing a beat. We done went for my child's IEP just this past Tuesday with the teachers and the principal and a couple other administrators to talk about my youngest starting school for her autism, right? We sat in the same room. Not one time did she say, can we do this separate, or can I do a teleconference? And I'm saying her, because I have a restraining order on my husband. I done been to this woman's house on different occasions that did not have to do with me picking up the children. If it was to go pick up some shoes, which I just did this past Tuesday from her house. So she done allowed me to come to the house just this past Tuesday, pick up some shoes from the house that she left in my mother's car. No problems for the whole week. Friday come, she messaged me saying that I should be getting the kids every weekend. I said, I just had them this past weekend. We agreed on a visitation schedule. See, but the thing is, the enemy wants to be able to have freedom. They don't really want to be around the children. Since this whole separation, since I've been separated from my wife for 6 months, she has been out and about, doing whatever she wants to do, with her counterfeit, with her ungodly friends, anything she could do to be away from those kids. And she done stuck those kids with different people, different babysitters. Who's ever willing to babysit the kids, she will stick them with them. She has not spent a full weekend with our daughters since I've been separated. I'm talking about from a Friday to a Monday. Not one time. She has not spent 48 hours of her off days with the children. She also spent other days and left the kids with her son, who is 14 years old, and whoever else is willing to babysit. But I left her a message. I replied to her message. I said, hey, we went to court. This is the court order. I'm entitled to have my 2 weeks off. I mean, my 2 days off. And I would like to speak to my children. So I didn't get to speak to my children. Now, we talking through a talking app, a Talking Parents app. The phone number that she gave me, which is not her main line, which she don't want to give me her main line because her excuse is I took her off my account from the joint account that we had with Spectrum, which I told her in advance that this is something I'm gonna do. I should not have to pay for your phone bill when we are separated. It's just extra bills. I'm living check to check. So she uses this as an excuse. So the last time I haven't heard, now on this Talking Parents app, it shows when the message has been read. It shows when the message has been read. She hasn't seen my message. Now, the last time she ain't looked at the message, she was in the hospital for 2 days with being diagnosed with the blood clots on her lungs and in her leg and type 2 diabetes. So this time, I'm thinking to myself, okay, I don't have nobody to call and find out if my wife is okay and if she's in the hospital because I can't call her. I can't call her son. If I am able to call him, if his number is still the same, he don't pick up the phone. He don't answer because he done been told not to answer, not to pick up the phone, I guess. Put me out there like I'm the villain. Put me out there like I done committed a abuse to her, which I did not commit no abuse. I'm 100% innocent. So like I said, the last time I ain't heard from her for this long, she was in the hospital. So I get in my car today and I drive over to the house. Now, I have a restraining order to not even go to the house, but I've been going back and forth to this house. And I'm concerned that my wife is back in the hospital because I haven't heard from her. And if she's in the hospital, I need to know what's going on with the children. Like, who's with my children? Do they even got my phone number? So I go over there, I go and I knock on the back window. Her son is there, but he don't come to the window. It's like, oh, okay, if I get a knock on the window, I already know that's Rashad, so let me just go ahead and do what my mother told me. So I could look in the room, he's not in the room. So I guess he calls his mom. I walk around the front and I ring the Ring doorbell. Don't nobody answer. Don't nobody come to the door. I walk back around and I knock on the door, on the window again. Then I go back around and I ring the doorbell. She finally picks up. She's talking to me from wherever she's at and she's being mad disrespectful. She's calling me names. She asks why am I there. When I'm trying to tell her why I came, she's cutting me off. It's the enemy. She's cutting me off. She's disrespecting me. She's calling me names. She's saying things like, you're a 48-hour father, even though I didn't leave my children. I'm a 48-hour father. I don't care if you ever see the kids ever again. I don't need you. I never needed you. All this stuff that the enemy says, right? I never once told my wife that she needs me. Never once told, during our 6 years of marriage, I ain't never told my wife, you need me. But this is what the enemy says. So I'm asking her, are the kids with you? She don't want to answer. No, she's cutting me off. She's telling me to leave. Get the hell off my doorstep. She's calling me names. Get the F off my doorstep. So I leave. I walk off. I take about 5 steps. I turn around. I ring the doorbell. I wait for her to answer. What do you want? You're a deadbeat. What do you want? Is the kids with you? She don't want to answer. She says, oh, you know what? I'm just tired of all this. I'm going to call the police. I walk away. I get in my car on my way home. I call the babysitter. She finally answers. I tell her what's going on. She said, yeah, I had the children. I wanted them to have a play day with my niece, blah, blah, blah. And then she says, where are you at? I said, I'm on my way home. She said, oh, it's mad police over here at your house. I'm like, this woman really did call the police on me. There was no need and no reasoning to call the police. I didn't go over it. I've been gone for 6 months. I haven't popped up. Don't have a reason to pop up. Ain't harassed her. Ain't followed her. Ain't did anything. But you're calling the police for what? Because I was concerned about your health and I wanted to know where my children was at. And why are you not allowing me? Why are you not communicating with me in the Talking Parents app? Because I didn't pick up the kids this weekend that you wanted me to do? Is that why? I'm low-key scared. I'm low-key scared to go to my house and go back in the room and just relax and mind my own business. Because I don't know if the police gonna show up where I'm at. So I'm about to go to the gym and wait it out for about until 11 o'clock or whatever. If the owner don't say that the police came or this, that, and this, then I ain't got nothing to worry about. But going forward, I will just be picking my kids up. I won't even be knocking on that door. I'll honk my horn. She could put the kids in the car. I don't have nothing to say to her. You're trying to send me to jail for a 3rd time. This is all enemy driven. You would think that I was an abuser and I beat her up and she's really scared of me. I done threatened her life. I done threatened whoever she's dealing with's life. I done followed her. I done popped up when she been on dates. You would think that I was a stalker. Oh yeah, she called me a stalker. This is all the stuff that the enemy done called me in the past, even though I don't stalk nobody. Even though I haven't abused nobody, I haven't stalked nobody. It's like, I'm tired. I am so tired. All this was uncalled for. You're calling the police for what? What is the reason for you to call the police on me? And I was leaving your house. And all I wanted to know was you okay? And where's the girls located? Like, where's the girls at? Pray for me, please. Pray for me. The enemy's trying hard to send me back to jail. I'm scared to go over to that house. I'm scared to go over to the house. I'm scared to speak to her. I don't got nothing to say to her. I don't even want to, I don't got nothing to say to her. I don't have nothing to say, not even, why did you call the police on me? Because I already know it's the enemy. There was no reason. She wasn't even at the house. She wasn't even at the house. I was not even at the house, not even for 3 minutes. Not even for 3 minutes, people. You would think that, you know, she's telling me to leave and I'm telling her, no, I'm not leaving. I'm going to stay here. I'm waiting till my kids come. You know, why are you doing this? Like, why are you out cheating? Like, all I wanted to know is, she okay? And was my kids safe? And who's watching my kids if she was in the hospital? Because I don't have no access to her. So yes, I was, and this is all, now when I think about it, the enemy set all this up. Because he knew if she don't communicate with me through that app, and when I called the number that she did provide me with, and I couldn't get a hold of that number, he knew since I love her, I'm going to come to the house. And if I go to the house and she's not there, he knew I'm going to ring that doorbell and she's going to say whatever she wanted. The enemy orchestrates stuff, people, to call the police on me. For her to call the police on me, you would think that I was banging on doors. I broke some stuff. I was talking out of anger. Everything. I'm just wow. I'm wow. I haven't got a phone call from the police. Maybe they came, they seen that it was nothing, seen that I wasn't there, and they left, and maybe that's just what it is. All I could do is just pray for my wife. That's all I could do. All I could do is just pray. I already done gave it to God, but you know, I gotta ask God, how do I pray for her? What do he want me to pray? And continue doing what I need to do, putting out this word. I can't go back to jail. I'm not going back to jail. Not when I didn't do anything wrong. But there's no reason for me to reach out to her unless it really have something to do with the children. I've been texting her. Okay. I love y'all. I'm out.